it's me, Heike Yates. I just want to be very energetic because it is Tuesday and I want you to pursue your spark. And I can help you how to pursue your spark by showing you how to eat healthy, lead a fit lifestyle, and most of all, a sustainable lifestyle. So this week, I am here. Oh, by the way, how do you like my new decoration in my office? This is relatively brand new, and these are all the things that I always say. You got this. You know, when I go through races or when I encourage you to do things in our challenges, I'm like, you got this. And another one that's at the bottom here, it's be fiercely you, be authentic, be you, go for what you stand for. And of course, in the middle, it's pursue your spark. I encourage all of you to pursue your spark each and every day. Today is exactly what these three messages stand for, and that's confidence. What does it mean to feel confident? For example, if you picture yourself, you're a newborn and you have started to learn how to crawl. Now that's a huge achievement, from just lying on your back, flailing with your arms and legs and being the cutest thing ever. Then you started rolling over. It's a huge accomplishment. Then you started crawling and it's like the life and the world is yours. It's like the world is your oyster. And from there, you finally learned grabbing things, pulling things down, and then you finally stood. And you were like, holy smokes, this is amazing. I got from lying on my back to standing and being a little hoodlum. Think of it in your life. Baby steps that you've taken to get to where you are right now, to achieve the confidence you have right now. It takes confidence, to use our baby example, to roll over. God knows what happens when you roll over. You don't know. You may get dizzy, you may hit your head, it may all go well, or you may do a big tumble. You don't know. So it takes quite a bit of confidence to get to even the rollover. And then when you think of getting up on all fours, just remember, picture a baby. I have 2 kids and many of you have kids, and we watch them struggle to get up on their forearms and they're like face planted and try again, face planted, try again. And so eventually you were up and you actually had your knees underneath you, but you don't know what to do with those knees until your motor skills started kicking in, until you figured, hey, I can do more than just roll over. And then you said, ooh, if I pull on that chair or my mama or my daddy's hand, I can actually try to straighten my legs. But it was still wobbly and it was not so good at first. Many people caught you and held you and encouraged you to keep trying until you started putting one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. Just picture that feeling. Picture the yay moment that you may have had as a baby, not knowing it, but when you look at it now, when you look back and you say, I had this aha or woohoo, I got this moment, doesn't that make you feel confident? And that, my friends, is what confidence is about. We need confidence to reach the next step in whatever the next step is for us. In the Pursue Your Spark group, it may be eating better. That's your next step. That's what you need confidence for. We don't expect you, or I hope you don't expect of yourself that you cruise around in the grocery store knowing exactly where the good food is and which one of the good foods and healthy foods you actually should put in your shopping cart. That you know, oh wow, I know exactly what exercise I love, I like to do, and that are actually benefiting me now that I'm in midlife. I don't expect you to know that. It's baby steps. Or as we're talking about mindset and confidence, confidence comes from overcoming fears. Confidence comes from practicing things. Confidence comes from other people, like I call it the Sherpa, is supporting you, helping you, encouraging you. It comes from learning about mistakes that you made in the past, or things you tried out and they may not be flailing or suck, but they didn't quite just work out. That's part of confidence. And confidence, my friends, has to be earned. Nobody's born saying, hello, I am confident. Some people find it easier than others to be more confident. But to shine and be fiercely you, remember? Be fiercely you takes practice. So I have 3 ideas for you, 3 tips on how you can spruce, water, grow your confidence. And one that's always my number 1 is say no. I can tell you how many times I have been talking in the past about this, and you know what I say. No is not a dirty word. No is something that strengthens your confidence and it strengthens your relationship with others. Just recently, a client of mine was going back home to her home country and she said, Heike, I don't know what to do. All my cousins want me to bring gifts. And I don't really want to bring gifts. They can buy their own gifts. They're not poor people, or they don't live in a country where they couldn't purchase these things. There's Amazon everywhere. But they kept calling me and saying, please, can you bring me a pair of shoes? Can you bring me a pair of Gucci glasses? And she felt compelled to bring these things because she decided, or she thought she couldn't say no. So during our session, we practiced saying no. How can you say no? In her case, with purchasing the gifts, and you can think in your head about a scenario that you could apply to this exact scenario. Somebody asked you to bring something for them. You could say, no, my suitcase is full, which would give you an excuse. Or, no, not right now, but maybe at another time, which puts you in a precarious situation where maybe the next time you do have to bring that gift. Or you just say, no, 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 thank you. No, don't say, no, I am sorry, because you know you're not sorry. You may feel compelled to say sorry because that will be women are always supposed to say that we're sorry about freaking everything, but just say no. And so we practiced that, and once she moved on, I saw her again a week later, and I said, so how did the no saying go? Did you say no? Did you practice what I preached? And she says, I said no. And she had the biggest smile on her face, the biggest like, oh my God, I said no. And I did not feel guilty. So confidently say, no, no, thank you. And leave it at that. Don't offer an explanation. Don't offer, I'm sorry. Don't postpone it. Just say, no, thank you. I can't do it. And that's all you have to do. Choose what's important to you. Confidence doesn't come by taking on 1,000,001 things to do. Set priorities in the things you want to feel confident in. Let's take nutrition. In our 4-week lean out program, we're talking about how to shop for healthy foods in the grocery store. That's one of our lessons. So let's assume that you go into the grocery store and you go, all right, I'll just have my list here and I'm good to go. And then you walk by the cookie aisle and then you cruise around by the soft drinks and then you happen to go, oh, there's the bakery. And suddenly your cart has all these things that you didn't want to purchase. So confidence comes by knowing exactly what you want and sticking to that plan. So sticking to that shopping list. And I'll show you in the 4-week lean out program how to do that and how confidently to maneuver the grocery store. And thirdly, lastly, number 3, lastly, create confidence by repetition. We always think, many of us think that by doing something one time, it's got to sit, it's going to be nailed, it's going to be fabulous, and we own that habit. Habits take repetition over and over. Something that you've done for years, and I could think of one thing, which is having a little snack with the afternoon coffee. Very common in many offices. So the snack in the afternoon has become more of a habit, but a habit that needs to be kicked if you want to lose weight, if you want to decrease your sugar intake, and all kinds of other things that come with it, or just kicking a habit because you don't really need it. So it takes repetition. It takes repetition to kick a habit. And there's a blog post out this week where I talk about this as well, kicking a habit that's no longer serving you. But here are my 3 tips. Say no, no, and no. Choose what's important. Don't take on everything. And lastly, creating a habit and repeat it over and over and over. The old habit that didn't serve you was repeated many times over, and so does a new good habit has to be repeated. So with that, I confidently leave you here today. And remember, today is a blog post, a new blog post out. So check in with HeikeYates.com or head on over to Heike Yates on Instagram and Heike Yates Pursue Your Spark on Facebook. They all will be out there for you to read. And with that, the 4-week lean out program will start Monday, October 7th. And that's just right around the corner. I have still spots available, so sign up. We're ready to kick it off. Once you sign up and register, you will get the first emails and access to the program. So with that, have a most amazing, confident day, my friends. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.